Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with a brand new series. We have just yesterday capped off our Bobs and Angels run. We launched our rocket. Happy days. And look, why stop? Let's keep this ball rolling. And the playthrough I want to do this time is we're just going to bring it back a notch. Just calm it down a little bit in complexity, and we're going to spend some time. We're going to learn LTN, Logistics Train Network. It's by all accounts, I've never actually used it. It's super powerful with trains. So the claim by the developer is that it will reduce the rolling stock, so the number of trains on your megabase by 30%. Or down to 30%, I can't remember. It was 30% was the number. I think it was down to 30%. So that's a reduction of a lot of trains. And it's all automated. We'll get into the details when we get to that. Now, that is purely just the trains. That's all that affects. So I thought, well, I don't want to go back to vanilla. I've just really enjoyed the full conversion mod of Bobs and Angels. So just a little tweak. We're going to do space exploration. And I got to say, space exploration was one that I was super excited about when I first heard about. It's still in development, but it's by all accounts, it's pretty good. Here's my mod list. So I've got all the optional as well as compulsory mods for space exploration, which is these guys. We're running even distribution, FNEI. So LTN, we've got nanobots. So just to try and speed up the early game where not much is going to be happening. And then, squeak through and to-do list. So all these other ones are part of space exploration. The only one I don't have is bullet trails because, whatever. All right, that's the mods. We're just going to jump in. We're going to start a new game. We're going to go free play. And the settings we're going to use are Rail World. I'm just going to leave everything base Rail World except for we are going to always have the research queue because that's pretty good. So if you're not familiar with Rail World, here we go. Way less frequency, so they don't appear as often, but they're big, and there's no change in richness. They're just bigger. Terrain wise, not much too different. Bit more water, which makes it spread out a bit more. And the big one, enemy expansion is off. So enemies are still there, they still evolve, but once you clean out an area, they don't creep back in. And that's about it. I think these factors are fairly standard. All right, I'm going to randomize this a few times, and we're just going to go. We're not going to preview. I like to just jump in and not know where resources are. Forces you to do a bit of exploration, and especially when you got biters done, forces you to do a little bit of biter testing. All right. Ooh, look at that. Already something is different. We've discovered a new star. Cool. Yes. So this is just saying that space exploration is still undergoing updates. I am running version 0.18.10. I've got that set fixed. I don't want to be changing that. I'm not going to be updating that along the way unless there's like a critical update they have to do, because I don't want to have the experimental version and then it updates and something goes weird. So here we are. We have definitely crash landed. Let's take some stock, shall we? Okay, I'm not happy about that, but we'll have to work with it. So having this base that close is going to get attacks very early, so we really need to work on our stuff. So what can we salvage from here? Looks like we've got a bit of stuff. It has been a long time since I started a new playthrough, so I believe this was all part of like one of the midway through 017 having all this wreckage at the start, but we're just going to harvest it all up. Maybe not the wood. One steel plate. All right, well, some of this stuff might not be as useful. We should be able to build. No, we need some stone. All right. Well, if only there was some stone around. Let's grab that. Hopefully we can get some coal over here as well. Now we do want to do this reasonably quickly. don't want to hang around in the starting area for too long, especially because all the fun of this series is going to be in playing around with the LTN, which is not going to happen until we actually get trains. And then, of course, getting into space exploration, which is really a late game one. I do have AAI Industries, which is one of the recommended... oh, what am I missing? Oh, yeah, okay. Things have changed. Things have changed, yes. So AAI Industries adds a fair bit of fun in that now you'll see we need motors and stone bricks for our burner miners. So first things first, we actually want to get some stone bricks, which is crazy, I know. Because stone is normally such a useless resource that you just like, oh, I'll build a few walls, but that's about it. All right, so we've got a fairly spread out base here. There's some stone here. All right, so let's put our first little setup here on stone, which is honestly like, it seems wrong. It seems really wrong, but here we are. What did I put stone in there? Oh no, that's actually right. All right, just put a little bit of wood there, get it started. We'll chop the rest of these trees. And hopefully we can then build some more miners. We can get on the iron plate and move along there. So along the way, obviously, love to hear your comments and get some guidance on what you're interested in seeing. But kind of the idea will be spreading out pretty early. Because we are in a rail world, so we don't have as many resources as we normally would, especially if you're used to playing on a rich resource setting. Let's have a quick check on these initial patches. So we've got sort of, yeah, only a small amount. There's a fair bit of iron though. Man, that is really spread out. All right. There we go. We are pretty good for that. Let's grab that, and we can make those and those. We have burner assembly machines. Oh, I forgot about that. All right, so AAI brings in some additional stuff, and the burner lab is actually one of them. Let's see if we can get some coal out of these ones. So the burner lab is an unpowered lab. As the name suggests, it actually uses fuel, and you get access to it straight away. So getting power is not as critical. At the moment, I'm just cruising around to see if I can find some rocks with some coal in it, but all those rocks seem a bit sad. All right, looks like we're going to be doing a lot of running this first few episodes. Let's get all three of these guys down here and get some iron plate going. All right, wonderful. We still got 25 iron plate. Looks like we're running back up to the top. Yeah, I guess we'll make all of those. We've got plenty of stone available. Would like. Oh, there we go. I saw a coal somewhere. There it is. Just a regular rock. I think they used to be called huge rocks and big rocks. Obviously, that has changed somewhat. So yeah, it has been a while since I've played this kind of level, and there we go. Now we're out of iron plate, which is good. So I'm going to use these ones to start up a bit of a coal farm, and yeah, we'll do that right about here. There we go. We just need to seed that with 1 and 1. There we go. Press Z to place a single item. And then we can keep this going with another one of these. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do that. Get all of those iron plates, and now we're in a good position. We're starting it off. All right. So we do want to build one of these. We are going to need copper plate for that. I think we probably want to actually get a miner putting some stuff into boxes. We've actually got something, yeah, something like that. Just start collecting some loose. I don't actually have any fuel for it. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Let's get a bit of wood. Yeah, we want to start collecting a bit of loose resources in a box, and we'll just leave that one running, and maybe we'll use it, maybe we won't. Who knows? There we go. Yeah, 50 wood. Okay. So the next thing we want is we need to pop down a couple of copper ones, and this looks like a nice little area here. Just to pop them in. There we go. Hopefully we've got a bit of coal set up here. Yeah, look at that. Dirty coal. All right. Pop those in there, and whoops. You can see I took too much coal out of here and they're both empty, which is the only way that this falls apart. So we can then start that again and they'll keep going. And we're just going to run back down. It's going to be a lot of running back and forth until we start getting some belts and automation, which is frankly a long way. And yes, I did see those miners are all out. But we need more stone, brick. All right. We'll just keep kicking along. I mean, early game, kind of the same for most things. The big difference we've got, of course, is the AI industries. So we start play around with some burner stuff, burner assembler machines. Really want to make one of these as soon as possible. Yep, that's good. All right, drop that coal down here. So get that going again. It's interesting we start off with one burner assembler. What could I use that for? Not sure. We'll plop it down there anyway because there's no point being in our inventory. Alright, let's grab that. What are we missing? We're missing stone bricks, of course. Might be worth actually putting in a couple more stone brick creators. It looks like stone bricks are actually going to be quite important. So I have played a little bit of space exploration before. Wouldn't say it's much, like only like 10 hours or something. Didn't really get very far. So I'm familiar with some of the items, but as we get further along, hopefully there's not too much. I think it certainly doesn't have the same complexity as your Bobs and Angels. There we go, we've got a burner lab. What do we need for these guys? All right, let's get our 10 of those. Research, yes, we definitely want to start with that. And we've got burner everythings. Transport belts, we will want... I am going to want to jump into military pretty quickly. Yep, because I want to clear out that area. Tool belt straight away, okay. Sand processing is also important. Okay, I mean everything's important. Let's not dilly-dally about that. Well, everything's important. But yeah, I think getting, especially if we're using burner tech. Let's have a look at our pollution. Yeah, our pollution spread is pretty quick. We've got another base down there, so we will want to keep an eye on all that. No need to worry about pollution if nothing's running, though, is there? All right, let's expand this setup here. Let's go this way. There we go. All right. Mine just start. Oh gosh, there we go. All right, we'll just start that one off as well. I want to probably get my quick bar actually being used a little bit better. There we go. All right, and we do have this guy. Okay. So let's pop that in, and straight away automation is happening. Once we get automation, we can start automating this, and you know what, I feel like I am that worried that I am actually going to look at those stone walls. Interesting. I'm going to do that research, so that's another 20 of them. Might as well get handcrafting while we're not doing anything else. That's something you see when you watch a speedrunner. They're always handcrafting. Never afraid to queue some stuff up and then cancel it and put something else in there. How are we going for fuel? Ooh, almost out there. We got we got stone starting to build up there. That's all right. Okay. So what we want to get to, we want to get turrets, and then we want to get ammo. It's interesting because the last playthrough we did, of course, we didn't actually have any biters whatsoever. So It'll be interesting to see how we go. There is a chance that we're going to get run over very, very quickly, and that's okay with me. Here we go. All right. Iron plates galore. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff we can build, but we don't really want to build it. Basic automation. Could build another burner lab, but let's not rush that. Let's put those in there. All right. We still need another 10 packs, so we'll put that in there. See how that's going. Okay, we could start getting some ammo being made. We don't have inserters just yet, so that's okay. There we go. And of course you need some fuel. Probably don't need that much. Give me some of that back. There we have it. Our burner inserters are ready. I'm hesitant to expand this too much. I know 4 seems very, very light on at this point in the game. I'd probably prefer to have kind of like 12 or something like that going, but I am just a little hesitant about setting off attacks before we can actually get some of the better weapons and whatnot going. Now these must still be running on wood. They are. All right, let's convert these guys over to coal. Get that. All right, we're looking pretty good. We've got another 10 science packs. Let's drop them in our science lab. So I think this actually makes it a little bit easier having just burner stuff. So we don't actually need power. One of the things to note, I believe, is that pumps need power now. I believe that's an AI industry add-on. So yeah, you can't just make fuel. All right, let's grab that. We're already out of iron. All right. So we've got a lot of ammo. We're researching this level of military will get us a better gun. Let's build some light armor. And let's get a stack of boxes. And then we need a lot more iron. All right, so now is the time. We probably do want to add this final inserter. Sorry, not inserter. Final guy in. Let's get all of that. All right, so we've got inserters now. Burner inserters, that's right. Honestly, even distribution, so important, I think, with AI industries, with the burners, especially if you've got burner inserters. You want to be able to fuel these guys. That's right, they need fueling. And just to be able to hold down and drag over everything is pretty handy. So let's pop some more ammo in there. Yeah, as you can see, they are incredibly slow, so don't be too surprised if this takes a while. All right, that's military is almost done. Once we get that, we can go into turrets. And yeah, we're gonna make sure we don't die. We can accelerate our growth probably other ways, but for me, getting turrets down, getting walls down are kind of key to surviving the first rush that invariably comes through and you're not prepared for it. The other thing we could be doing is, obviously, handcrafting more of these, but the other thing we could be doing is automating some more of these with, yeah, let's get some of these. What are we missing? We're missing, of course, we're missing iron. Iron plates, please. All right, let's get a stack of these guys. We're going to need a stack more of these guys. And then, yeah, sure, if you've got some more crafting time, drop in a bunch of them. All right, we're going pretty good for coal. We've got more copper plate than we could ever need at this point in the game. Stone access is fine. Stone bricks are good. All right. So as you can see, the big intermediate product that AAI Industries adds is motors. It's just there's nothing too exciting. A motor is just made from iron plate and iron gear wheels, but there's whole different levels of motors. Yeah, we get to the point where we kind of get sick of seeing motors, but that's all right. Let's build a few more of them. Yep, let's do that, and we are going to be building gears here. Just get some intermediate products going. Yes. Okay, walls are done. Turrets are on the way. And then here we're going to build motors. And I put that too close, didn't I? I did. All right. Let's just do that. Because why not? No. Hang on. Smart. Be smart about this. All right. There. And there. It's weird. I know it's weird. I've got alt mode off. That's also weird. But there we go. All right. That should give everything we need if we just put some iron in there. We don't have any. Go get some more iron. Looks like we could probably do with a filling of stuff there. All right, bunch of plate, and let's turn this plate into some of these intermediate products. Let's get this stuff all going and pop in some of those. We'll get the turrets up and running. So turrets will need, let's have a look what they need to actually build. Yeah, iron plate, iron gear, motor. So they're so heavy on iron. We've got some more ammo, not a whole lot. Definitely want our iron plate. Ooh, all that stuff. Whoa. Okay. Cool. Man, I'm so used to now the Bobs and Angels setup. Let's pop all that in. No, not that one. Pop it all in there. And we'll get some more ammo being made. Should probably do a second box for that. I think the speed of these is just not quick enough to do that. So, okay, well, looks like I'm doing that. Let's put half in there and the rest in there, and another one of these there. All right, and you need some fuel. All right, so what's next on our research list? Probably a bit crazy to go into that just yet. We can work on. We really want power. So electricity gives us access to electric motors. It also allows us to research electric mining. So I think this is probably where we want to go pretty quickly. Steel obviously is way away. Glass is important. Lots of things use glass. So electric labs. Well, electric labs, I guess, is the important thing early on, but lights, yeah, lasers, all that kind of stuff. So sand processing is important, but we can hold off on that. So it's really a toss-up between logistics and, man, I'd like tool belt, but that's 50 red science. That's too much. Actually, and that's 100. So let's go with this. And how much do we have in here? We only got 5. So we do want another 5 of them. Firearms are good, and wow, that's a huge oversight. We're not going to worry about that. We do want to limit this so that we actually get a mixture of these motors and engines. All right, let's have a quick look at a map, and whew, already the spread is pretty high. So getting some things going is going to be very important. I want to get some turrets. I want to get some walls. And walls, to make sure the recipe hasn't changed here. Yep, it's just stone bricks. So what we can do is do that, and then get these stone bricks going straight into walls with one of these. And what's the ratio for walls? 5 stone brick into 1 wall. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, man. I wish I had some Bob's inserters right now to do some angles. That'd be really nice. I'm sure I'm going to be saying that a lot this game. I forgot to put some fuel in that one. Now we've got too much fuel in that one. These don't use too much fuel, but it is noticeable. All right, and it is burning. It is burning fuel. It is creating pollution. Hence even though we've only got quite a small kind of setup here, we've actually got like quite a huge pollution crowd. It doesn't help that this is desert as well. So without trees to draw it in, we're in less ideal position than we could have been. Okay, let's now grab some of this. Got 174. Let's grab all of the motors that we have available, and let's build some turrets. 4 turrets. Okay, that's it's better than nothing. We could probably start with 1 and get 1 really early. Yeah. Okay. So the important things, obviously this area, central area, very important. Likely attack route is going to be over here. Whether they go there or there, that is going to be the question. And we kind of need to be prepared for both. We need to put down our turrets. Turrets, and our ammo in here. Right click, no. Just put it all in there and then, yeah, there we go, put half of it. Okay, there we go. Alright, we could turret creep. We'll try and kill these guys with turret creep. I wonder if, it's so risky on the very first episode, isn't it? Way too risky, I think. Alright, we're going to play it safe. We got a bit of wall, a little bit of wall, not a huge amount of wall, 8 wall. It's better than no wall. These guys are working hard. I think could have inserters putting these both into one, but no, it's fine. Alright, next steps. What are our next steps? We've got some red science we need to ditch for our research. We need to grab some more coal, and honestly, I think, how are we doing for that? We've got our armor on. Yep, that's good. I think we actually just want to ramp this up just a wee bit. Just a wee bit, alright. And actually make sure that it has need. Alright. Let's go down. There we go. And cut another one down. The other thing I'm noticing is just how slow it is to actually mine things. Again, Bobs and Angels, you get the upgrades quite early for mining speed. More than just the steel pickaxe, there is other advanced mining speeds that you get. So, how are we doing for plate? We're not doing too badly. Let's just pop it all in here, let it run. Looks like we missed out by 1 maybe, and of course we're out of iron plate now. How are we doing for time? We're almost out of time. We could finish this episode with a bang, couldn't we? We do have 4 turrets now. We've got 30 ammo. Let's do it, shall we? Let's just try and clear this out. Before I do that, let's get one of these guys and make sure that we get rid of the pistol. All right, I don't want to run over there without the weapon. Yeah, wow. There's actually a worm and quite a lot of biters. The pollution must have already hit them. Yeah, that's pretty close. All right. So first things first. Let's. Whoops. There we go. Why are you doing that? There we go. Okay. Put it out. Let's get half of that over to here. All right. I'm going to pop these guys here and ammo in there. Help them out. There we go. Looks like those guys at the front are having some problems. We've got the biter. Get these guys here in. Ammoed up. Pull it up, pull it up. There we go. All right. Oh gosh, we're out of ammo. Okay. This didn't go well. Yeah, the spawners are going to keep spawning. Okay. Wow, we just chewed through quite a lot of ammo. Let's pop all this back in our inventory and let's try again. Alright. Just gotta dodge the worm. There we go. Alright. Man, I am so out of practice. That was not ideal, but for some reason they got caught up on this rock. Anyway, that worked out well. We cleared the first nest. That was the most pressing one. We do want to have a look down there as well. But remember, we're playing LTN Rail World, so no more biters will appear back down there. So that gives us a little bit of breathing room to take into next episode. What are we going to do with that? Well, I think we will use that to maybe either explore a little bit, reveal a bit more of the map, and hopefully find out if there's any edges around here that we can play defensively around. This cliff is kind of going to be a little bit helpful, I think. And other than that, like, man, we definitely need to make a bunch of more ammo. We want to get power up so we can move on to away from burner stuffs, because yeah, burner of these things is basically garbage. Yeah, they are not fast at all. Let's take some of these out. We're massively overfilling these. All right, and grab some iron plate. So how are we looking? Yeah, we're at 31 minutes. Beautiful. I'm just going to pop this iron in here. Let's pop 100 in there. Let's pop 100 in each of these. That should be enough for 50 ammo. And all right. Well, yes, that's the end. So yeah, that's our plan. We're going to push through to sort of mid game, get trains up as soon as possible, and have a play around with LTN, building some nice outposts. And then once we've got that sorted, we'll kind of move up as quickly as we can to a rocket launch, because that's when SpaceX stuff gets really, really cool. And why am I green? That's a funny color, isn't it? Oh gosh, I've lost the commands. Color orange. There we go. Look at that. That's better. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to call that an end. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're looking forward to the series as much as I am. Do leave your comments down below what you're looking to get out of it, if there's anything you'd like to see, and we'll go from there. And I do love your feedback. If you watch the Bobs and Angels series, you'll know I got heaps and heaps of tips, which is great because, yeah, it's going to be my first serious playthrough in SpaceX. So if you've been there before and you've got some tips for me, do drop them in the comments down below. I will read them and I will respond. And I will see you tomorrow.